It's not how much money you make that makes you wealthy. Trust me, there was a time when having a six-figure salary, I had a debt of tens of thousands of dollars.
Good job.
It's your financial discipline and spending habits that can make you wealthy or broke, no matter how much you make. In this video, I'll show you a few really simple tips that can help you start building your wealthy future right now. Let's go. For starters, let's state the obvious. In order to have savings, you need to save. In order to have investments, you need to invest. And that was true for 100% of the people who have savings or investments. And if you think I don't have enough to save or invest, I have bad news for you. With that mindset, you never will.
What did you say to me?
But you are here watching this video. That means you believe you can do better. Now there is good news. Yes, you can, and I'll show you how. Back to the thought, I don't make enough to save or invest. Meaning, if only I made more money, then I could start saving or investing. Wrong. Once you start making more, your brain instantly goes, oh, now I can get that phone I always wanted. Now I can get that big TV I saw in the commercial. Oh, now I can buy those shoes and that bag. And out of a sudden, you're making more now, but you still don't have enough money to save or invest. Or even worse, you buy all that on a credit card, counting on paying that later with your now bigger salary. So you put yourself in debt, and that sucks money out of you because you have to pay interest now. By the way, I have a video about the best way to get out of debt. And by the best, I mean the most efficient, the fastest and the cheapest way to get out of debt. Check it out. Here. Yeah. I'll also put the link in the description below so you can check it out later. Now let's continue. Need I say that you should avoid to getting into debt again?
No, I got it.
Spend only as much as you make. Or better yet, even less than you make. So you can start saving or investing. If you want, you can keep using your credit card to collect points or cash, but only if you pay the statement in full the day it comes out. The bottom line is, if you're planning to save or invest whatever is left after spending, there's bad news. You won't. There's a great quote from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki that explains it. Well, he borrowed that from Jim Rohn, but it doesn't really matter. The rich invest their money and spend what's left. The poor spend their money and invest what's left. There is another great quote. Yeah, I'm full of quotes. It's attributed to Albert Einstein, and it's saying, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I like that saying very much, and I used to quote it a lot, until I learned that there is no solid evidence Einstein ever said that. But you know what? Einstein is not the only smart person. And no, when I'm talking about smart person, I'm not talking about myself. Even though I am smart, but no, I'm not talking about myself. In case you trust wise words better when they come from a famous person, I got you covered. If you keep doing the same things, you will keep getting the same results. You are where you are now financially as a sum total of the decisions you've made to this point. Dave Ramsey, The Total Money Makeover, Classic Edition. Dave Ramsey is a well-known person in the financial world. He went bankrupt once as a result of the financial decisions he made. After that, he became multimillionaire as a result of the financial decisions he made. Need I say that those were different financial decisions? So, if the plan I will save or invest whatever is left after spending didn't and couldn't work out, it didn't, right? How about trying a different plan? And it sounds just as simple. Spend what is left after you save. It doesn't matter how much you make. All that matters is how much you keep. Another great quote. Last one, I promise. This time from the book The Richest Man in Babylon. You pay to everyone but yourself. Dullard, you labor for others. As well be a slave and work for what your master gives you to eat and wear. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. It should be no less than a tenth, no matter how little you earn. It can be as much more as you can afford. Pay yourself first. Do not buy from the clothes maker and the sandal maker more than you can pay out of the rest and still have enough for food and charity and penance to the gods. Basically, here he says the same thing that Kiyosaki suggests. Spend whatever is left after you save. Pay yourself first. Your future self. You are where you are right now because your past self didn't take care of your present self. So don't repeat their mistakes. Pay yourself first. And now to my favorite part, to the numbers. But before we go there, I would highly appreciate if you hit the like button. You have no idea how much a single like can mean to a small channel like mine. And if you subscribe to my channel, my appreciation to you will be even bigger than your desire to build bright financial future. On this channel, I'm talking about investing $100 a week. If you can do more, that's great, but let's consider this minimum. $100 a week is $5,200 a year. If that's 10%, which is the minimum you have to pay to yourself, then we are looking for income of $52,000 a year or more. Let's look at some stats now. According to Statistics Canada, the median family after-tax income of Canadians was $60,800 in 2022. Median meaning half of the population makes this much or more. So it looks like there's at least a 50% chance that you are in that half. But even if you don't make as much, the principle stays the same. Put away 10% of your income, regardless of how much you make. Hey, the neighbors to the south, I got you covered too. The current population survey of the United States Census Bureau reported in September 2022 that real median household income was $70,784 in 2021. So it's even bigger than for us Canadians.
Of course.
For you, the folks across the pond, if you for some reason are watching this video, I have some numbers too. For couples where both partners work, they make at least 52,000 euros, which is exactly the threshold to put away 100 euros a week. And for the folks from the other side of the earth, I have no idea how you ended up on this video, but still, you guys make an average of the equivalent of $63,000 per person, not per household. But that seems like a fair compensation for living in a country where something can bite you in the ass, and I mean literally, while sitting on the toilet. Now the key point. You need to automate your saving or investing. In my first video, I'll put the link in the description below as well, I showed you how you can set up automatic contributions to your investment account and also how to open an investment account. Automation is crucial. You need to put the money away before you even see it. What you cannot see, you cannot spend. And we talked about credit cards already.
Yeah, I got it.
With automated contributions, you will naturally learn how to live on what's left after you already saved and invested. And that will lead the path to your better financial future, better than your financial present. The video with the detailed math of what is going to happen after 5, 10, 15 or even 20 years of investing as little as $100 a week is already in the work. So if you don't want to miss it, subscribe to my channel. On this channel, I'm showing you live in real time that investing $100 a week can build you a fortune. Join me on this journey and let's build our wealth together. The best time to make a change was yesterday. The second best time is now. See you in the next one.